Hello, and welcome back to Fix and Cruise. Today, we've got a detailed, step-by-step guide on a common but crucial repair, replacing the CV joint on a Ford Taurus. If you've been hearing a clicking or popping noise when you turn, or maybe feeling some vibration while driving, a worn-out CV joint could be the culprit. Don't worry, we're going to walk you through the entire process, from diagnosing the problem to getting your Taurus back on the road, running smoothly and safely. So, grab your tools and let's get started. Okay, let's break down what we just saw. The first thing our mechanic does is safely lift the vehicle and remove the wheel to get access to the brake and suspension components. Using an impact wrench, he removes the large axle nut in the center of the wheel hub. This is a critical first step. Next, he unbolts and removes the brake caliper and the caliper bracket, carefully hanging them out of the way to avoid straining the brake line. With the brakes out of the way, he moves on to the suspension. He disconnects the sway bar link from the strut assembly and then removes the nut from the outer tie rod end. A few taps with a hammer, and the tie rod is free from the steering knuckle. He then removes the two large bolts that hold the steering knuckle to the strut. Now for the tricky part, separating the lower ball joint from the steering knuckle. He uses a hammer and a pry bar to pop it loose. With everything disconnected, the entire steering knuckle and hub assembly can be carefully removed from the CV axle. To get the old CV axle out of the transmission, he uses a pry bar to gently pop it free. You'll want to have a drain pan ready, as some transmission fluid might leak out. Once the old axle is out, he shows us the problem: a torn CV boot, which has allowed grease to escape and dirt to get in, destroying the joint. He then unpacks the new CV axle and compares it side by side with the old one to make sure it's an exact match. This is a vital step to avoid any issues during reassembly. Before installing the new axle, he applies a bit of grease to the splines. This helps it slide in smoothly and prevents corrosion. He carefully inserts the new axle into the transmission until it clicks into place, and then guides the outer end through the wheel hub. Now, it's time to put everything back together. He reattaches the steering knuckle to the lower ball joint and the strut, then reconnects the tie rod end and the sway bar link. He reinstalls the brake caliper bracket and the caliper. Finally, he tightens the new axle nut. He'll need to torque this to the manufacturer's specifications once the car is back on the ground. So, what can we learn from this repair? First, having the right tools makes all the difference. An impact wrench and a good set of sockets are essential for a job like this. Second, safety is paramount. Always use jack stands, wear gloves, and be careful when using hammers and pry bars. Replacing a CV joint might seem intimidating, but as you've seen, it's a methodical process. The key benefits are huge. You'll eliminate those annoying clicking sounds, restore a smooth ride, and, most importantly, ensure the safety and reliability of your vehicle. A failed CV joint can leave you stranded, so this is a repair you don't want to put off. And that's a wrap on replacing the CV axle on a Ford Taurus. We hope this guide was helpful and gives you the confidence to tackle this job yourself. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching Fix and Cruise.